You think your brain decided which hand you'd use. It didn't. Not first, anyway. By the time your brain's two halves split up the work, something else had already made the call. Here's what most people believe. One half of your brain, the left side for right-handers, the right side for left-handers, takes charge of hand movement and forces the rest of your body to follow. Clean story. Wrong order. Doctors scanning fetuses in the womb found something odd decades ago. By 8 weeks after conception, babies already favor one arm over the other. That's roughly 10 weeks into a pregnancy, before most people even know the sex of the baby. Here's the problem. At 8 weeks, the spinal cord isn't wired to the motor cortex yet. That's the part of the brain that plans movement. The wiring simply doesn't exist. So the brain cannot be sending the order. It has no line to send it on. Something is choosing an arm before the brain is even plugged in. Researchers went looking for the source. They pulled tissue from the spinal cords of fetuses and compared the left side to the right side, gene by gene. They found a real difference. Certain genes were switched on harder on one side than the other, not switched on or off, turned up or down, like a dimmer, not a light switch. That dimming is controlled by something called DNA methylation, small chemical tags that sit on a gene and quiet it down without deleting it. Tiny RNA molecules called microRNAs help set those tags, working through a signaling pathway your body also uses to build tissue and manage growth. Left side, right side, same genes, different volume. That's the actual switch behind your dominant hand, not a brain hemisphere flexing its power, a spinal cord quietly turning certain genes louder on one side, weeks before the brain has any say. Picture a play being staged. Before the director ever walks into the theater, the stage crew has already chalked marks on the floor. This is where the actor stands. This is where they turn. The director arrives later, blocks the whole scene around those marks, and never questions who drew them. By opening night, everyone in the audience assumes the director planned every step from the start. Your brain is the director. Your spinal cord chalked the marks first. This flips something bigger than just your hands. For over a century, scientists assumed brain lateralization, the left-right split in what each hemisphere specializes in, was the master switch behind handedness. Language on one side, spatial thinking on the other, hand preference just falling in line. This research points the other way. The spinal asymmetry shows up first. The brain's own left-right organization may be building around a decision the spine already made. The chain of command runs backward from what you assumed. None of this makes handedness a solved case. Genetics explains part of it. Some studies put the heritable share at around a quarter, no single gene responsible. Birth weight and other early conditions in the womb shift the odds too. This spinal first mechanism is one piece, discovered in a small but detailed study of fetal tissue. Not the whole answer, but it's the earliest piece anyone has traced so far. Earlier than the brain itself gets a vote. 90% of people end up right-handed. 10% don't. That split isn't random noise. It's a signature, laid down in spinal tissue, in genes, turned up or down, before your brain cells had finished connecting to your own arm. By the time your brain got a vote, your spinal cord had already decided which hand would write your name, and it never asked for a recount. If this surprised you, subscribe. We post a new body mystery every day.